Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for your kind association and coming back after the prasadam break. Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Gaura I forgot to do Mangalacharan. Sorry. Let's do Mangalacharan together. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Militam Yena Tasmai Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namune Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshakar Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Krishe Namaha He Karuna Sindhu Lila Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bolo Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Haridas Prabhu As the Mahaprakash Lila is unfolding, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked at Sri Haridas Thakur and became so Day. He became extremely merciful to Haridas Thakur and said, "Oh Haridas, come on, look at me. More dekh Haridas. Haridas, look at me." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called out to Sri Haridas Thakur. E mora deha hai mora bada. Mora de jati se jati mora The only congregation that Sri Haridas Thakur was allowed to enter was the congregation of Srinivas Anand. Otherwise, he was ostracized from every assembly. Sri Haridas Thakur was born in a Muslim family more than 500 years ago. At that time, the society was even more orthodox. And from his childhood, even though he was born in a Muslim family, he was always chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Because of which, the people belonging to his religion hated him. They took him as a deviant, kafir. They took him as a great disturbance, as a wrong example in society. And because he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, the Orthodox Brahmana, what is happening in Kali Yuga? Now those born in beef-eating families are going to chant our Vedic mantras? Is this the day that we had to see? That now Muslims are going to teach us how we should live and how we should do bhajan? So the Orthodox Brahmins, they hated Haridas Thakur. They did not want him to live. They did not want him to chant Hare Krishna. Because how can a Muslim chant Vedic mantras? So Haridas Thakur was hated by the Orthodox Brahmanas and he was detested by the Muslims. And in those days, there were mainly only two religions, Hindu and Muslim. Bengal was ruled by the Muslims and it was majority Hindu state. Hare Krishna. The government was Muslim, but the majority of people were Hindus and both hated Haridas. Both wanted him dead. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu begins his address to Srila Haridas Thakur by saying that you are hated by everyone. Nobody wants to touch you. They consider you untouchable. But I'm telling you, Haridas, your body is more sacred than my body. Nimai Pandit is saying this, the son of Jagannath Mishra, the grandson of Nilambar Chakravarti, is saying your body is superior to my body. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in the topmost Brahmin family of that time. And he says, as far as your jati is concerned, Tomara jo jati se jati mora dada. Whichever jati you belong to, that is better than me, better than my jati. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu begins his address to Srila Haridas Thakur with these words. Papishtha yavane toma jagadila dukha Tahasanarite mora vidayo dukha. When the sinful meat eaters, they were beating you, they were punishing you unnecessarily, they were dragging you on the streets of Nadia. Remembering that, oh Haridas Thakur, my heart breaks. Vidaraye Buka. Buka means my heart. It breaks. Remembering how that day you were beaten on the streets of Pulia. Shuna Shuna Haridas Nagare Nagare Mari Haridas, do you remember what happened that day? You were born in East Bengal, which is today Bangladesh. And there, because of your constant chanting of Harinam, you were told to leave the village. Leaving that village, you came to West Bengal. And there, you were living not in a village because you are not allowed to live amongst civilized human beings. You were living outside the village of Benapur. And there, the Zamindar was Ramchandra Khan. And every day he would see line of villagers going to your bhajan kutir just to offer you obeisances because they knew you were a saint. Because 24 hours a day you were chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, 3 lakh names. You were a brahmachari. You did not ask for any food. If someone brought you some rotis, some rice, you would eat, otherwise you would fast. Everyone understood, seeing your spiritual effulgence, that you were an extraordinary saint. So they came every morning. After taking their bath, they would come and touch your lotus feet. Ramchandra Khan could not tolerate this. No one touches my feet. I am the Zamindar. Why do they have to go and touch the feet of that fellow? I am Ramchandra Khan. Nobody touches my feet. I must prove to the villagers that this Haridas is not a saint after all. So Ramchandra Khan hired a very, very beautiful prostitute, gave her a lot of money, and said, go and tempt Haridas. After 3 days, that prostitute became Haridasi, an initiated disciple of Srila Haridas Thakur, chanting 3 lakh names every day. Ramchandra Khan was so frustrated. But seeing the disturbance he was causing in Benapur, Srila Haridas Thakur gave his bhajan kutir to Haridasi and moved on after initiating her. After that, Srila Haridas Thakur, he went to a village called Chandpur, where two very rich zamindars invited him for Harikatha. Their names were Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar. And Govardhan Majumdar was the father of little Raghunath, who would later on become Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Radhakundwasi. In his house, the family priest, Sri Namacharya, invited Srila Haridas Thakur for a Sunday feast. The topic was glories of the holy name. What other topic would you like to give Srila Haridas Thakur? And Srila Haridas Thakur, with full authority, compassion, and spiritual clarity, was speaking about the incomparable glories of the holy name. And as Srila Haridas Thakur, in full ecstasy and joy, was explaining the glories of Harinam, the CFO, Chief Financial Officer of Govardhan and Hiranya Majumdar, stood up. His name was Gopal Chakravarti. He was a Brahman. He was young, very well studied, and extremely beautiful and handsome, attractive to look at. And he said, I am 100% sure Kali Yuga has started. Because today, Yavans are giving Bhagavatam class. What more is there? What more proof do you want that Kali Yuga has started? Yavans are sitting on the Vyaspeeth and giving Bhagavatam class today. Because there is no Brahman left in this kingdom, pointing to himself. You are saying bhakti, 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 harinam, harinam, harinam. The real thing is mukti, to become free from the sufferings of this material world. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, doshanu, darshanam, to become free from birth, old age, disease, that is the real achievement. And you're talking about bhakti, 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 crying. What is this nonsense? Srila Haridas Thakur said, mukti is an insignificant side effect of chanting, not in Shuddhanam, Namabhas. Gopal Chakravarti, who worshipped the ideal of mukti, became livid. He said, what nonsense are you talking? And Haridas Thakur gave one Shastric reference after another. One Shastric, Eka Krishna Nama Kare Sarva Papa Kare, Navida Bhakti Punya Nama Haite. So many references Srila Haridas Thakur gave. Damshti Damshtra Hatom Lecho, Harameti Puna Puna, Uktopi Mukti Mapnoti Kim Puna Shraddhayan Grana. Narsimha Puran padha hai. Srila Haridas Thakur asked Gopal Chakravarti. In Narsimha Puran, there is a story of a meat eater. Damshtra Hatom Lecho. One Muslim fellow had gone hunting in the forest, and he was hunting for some deer with his bow and arrow. Narsimha Puran tells this story. And unfortunately, he had eaten too much. So he had to answer nature's call. So he put his bow and arrow down, went behind a bush and sat down to answer nature's call. At that time, a wild boar with big tusks came and started goring the bowels of this Muslim. And according to Islam, pigs are abominable. They are haram. So this person, meat eater, he was trying to push and kick away the wild boar by saying, Haram, 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 Haram. Damshtra Hata. Hata means to kill. Damshtra means the sharp tusks. When the wild boar was killing this meat eater with its sharp tusks, this meat eater was repeatedly saying, Haram, Haram. Damshtra Haram Mlecha, that Mlecha meat eater, Haram, Haram, iti puna puna. Again and again he was saying, Haram, 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 Haram. Uktopi Mukti Mapnoti. By saying Haram, he got Mukti. Kim Puna Shraddhayan Grinan. What to speak of someone who with love says Ram, Ram, Ram. In the word haram, which means abominable, somehow there is hidden the name Ram. It is Namabhas. You are not calling out Ram, you are saying haram, but there is Ram in that. By saying the word haram, this meat eater gets mukti. What to speak of someone who with love says Ram, 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 Ram. Srila Haridas Thakur said, you are talking about mukti? Even the meat eater got mukti by not saying Ram, by saying haram. Damshri Damshra Hato Mlecho Harameti Puna Puna Uktopi. As soon as he said Uktopi Mukti Mapnoti, he got mukti. Kim Puna Shraddhayan Krishna. What to speak of someone with love, says Ram, Krishna, Murari, Govind, Gopinath. Gopal Chakravarti said, I don't know any Shastric reference to break your argument, but what you are speaking is nonsense. And if what you are speaking is wrong, I curse you. Where is my Brahmin thread? Gopal Chakravarti pulled out his Brahmin thread and spoke a curse. That if what you spoke is wrong, if mukti is not an insignificant side effect of chanting Harinam, then may your nose, your ears fall off. And he broke his Brahmin thread. I curse you. Leprosy, the incubation period is 6 months. In 6 hours, Gopal Chakravarti got the most severe case of leprosy, and his nose and his ear lobules fell off. And Haridas Thakur became more effulgent. And everybody came to know what an offense Gopal Chakravarti had committed. And he lost his job as a CFO. Govardhan Majumdar had to put an advertisement. Open position, hiring, CFO, urgently. He lost everything. In those days, leprosy had no treatment. If you get leprosy, you are ostracized from the village. You have to live in the leper colonies in the forest. Gopal Chakravarti lost his job, his house, his family, his 401k, everything. He lost his insurance also. And he just lost everything. Haridas Thakur felt very bad for him. I came here to speak the glories of the holy name, instead I'm causing all this disturbance. Poor Haridas Thakur felt very bad for Gopal Chakravarti, and praying for him, he left that place. And finally Haridas Thakur came to Kulyagram. There he was just sitting and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And people started following him. Wherever Haridas Thakur would go, a Bhakti Vriksha would start. But this Bhakti Vriksha was not authorized by the Qazi. So they got disturbed that people are joining this Haridas Thakur and they started chanting just like him. This is nonsense. He's a threat. So they went and complained to the Nawab that if you don't stop this Musalman, Haridas, very soon there will be no Muslims left in the kingdom. Everybody is going to become like him. So you better. And this is before the birth of Mahaprabhu. Please remember, Srila Haridas Thakur was 35 years elder to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This story is happening in his 20s. He was a handsome youth when this is happening. You have to stop this so-called saint called Haridas. Otherwise, it will create a great problem for your rule as the Nawab of Bengal. Qazi is like the superintendent of police with some judicial powers also. So he's asked the Qazi, what should we do? Bring him here and let's punish him. My opinion is he should be given the death sentence and he should be publicly executed. Nawab said, Hare, I have not even seen him yet. And his only sin is that he is chanting Hare Krishna. Call him here. I will talk to him. I will convince him. After all, I am the Nawab. I have studied the Quran. I am very well learned. So Haridas Thakur was called in the court of the Nawab. And the Nawab said, oh Haridas, you are so fortunate. After many, many pious activities, you get birth in a Muslim family where there is eating of meat and beef. So fortunate you are. Why are you wasting your life? chanting the names of some other dharma. I don't want to punish you. Look how young you are. You simply stop chanting Harinam and I will forgive you. Haridas Thakur said, why are you getting disturbed if I'm chanting Harinam? Every individual is free to follow the calling of their heart. What can I do? Since the time I was born, I am attracted to chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I am not asking anyone to follow me. Please explain what is the problem. The Nawab said, all right, you are not preaching, but just by seeing you, people are feeling like chanting Harinam. So you stop chanting Harinam. Haridas Thakur said, if a Hindu converts into Muslim, do you have a problem with that? In fact, you have converted so many Hindus into Islam. What is the problem if someone born in a Muslim family wants to chant Harinam? Please give me this freedom. Give me this privilege. Let me chant. Please don't disturb me. The Qazi became very angry. He said, I was telling you, Nawab Sahib. I was telling you, this fellow deserves the capital punishment. And that also public execution so that it serves as a deterrent to other people. Otherwise, everyone will follow his lead. Nawab said, I really don't want to kill you, Haridas. Just do me a favor. Stop chanting this Harinam. And I will give you the Tawbah. You read the Tawbah and you will be reinstated as a Muslim. He will take you back in the Islamic fold. Problem solved. Please listen to me. I really don't want to kill you. At that time, Srila Haridas Thakur said, kill me. Khanda khanda hai deha. Jai jadi pran. Tabe vadane na chhadimu Shri Harinam. You can cut my body to pieces and kill me. Khanda khanda hai deha. Jai jadi pran. Cut my body to pieces and kill me. Tabe vadane na chhadimu Shri Harinam. Still my tongue will not stop chanting Harinam. Nawab said, kill him. He is like a dog's tail. He will never become straight. Kill him. Qazi said, let's beat him in 22 marketplaces until he dies. Let every person in the country see what happens if you chant Harinam. Haridas Thakur was tied like an animal and he was dragged on the streets. In those days, it was simple village, and the center of the village was the marketplace where everyone would congregate to buy their grocery and vegetables and everything. There were 22 marketplaces. And Haridas Thakur, like an animal, was tied. A rope was tied around his as his neck, like a noose, and he was pulled as if he were an animal. He was brought to 22 marketplaces, and with sticks, with canes, and whips, Shri Haridas Thakur was beaten. The whips were soaked in oil and dipped in glass powder, and every whip was shredding the skin of Haridas Thakur off his body. Soon the streets of the market were strewn with Haridas Thakur's blood, tissues, and skin. After being beaten until the executors got tired, then he was dragged to the second marketplace, and the same process was repeated. When the executioners could beat him no longer, he was dragged to the third marketplace. In this way, my dear friends, throughout that day, from morning till late evening, in 22 marketplaces, Srila Haridas Thakur was beaten. It reached a point where there was no skin left on the back of Srila Haridas Thakur. The executioners were talking to themselves that why is this Haridas not dying in spite of our beating so many times? Why is he not dying? The more we beat him, the more loudly he says, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Haridas Thakur was chanting Hari Bol and praying for the executioners. just like Lord Jesus Christ. Haridas Thakur was praying that, please, Lord Krishna, forgive these executioners. Please forgive them. They do not know what they are doing. Please don't punish them for their sins. And Hari Bol, everyone they would hit him. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And the executioners were talking among themselves. What kind of a person this Haridas Thakur is? The more we beat him, the louder he chants. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And suddenly Srila Haridas Thakur started dancing. He said, look, you just chanted Hari Bol. You just chanted Hari now. Now certainly all of you will also be delivered. They told Haridas Thakur, Haridas, this is the 22nd marketplace, there are no marketplaces left. And the market is also shutting down, the sun has set. If you do not die by sunset, then our wives will become widows. Our children will become orphans because the Nawab and the Qazi will certainly kill us for failing to kill you. Haridas Thakur said, if me being alive is causing problems to you, then let me die. Haridas Thakur took a deep breath and then stopped breathing. He went into samadhi. There was no sign of life left in Haridas Thakur. He was barely breathing. His body was not moving. They thought, finally, we have succeeded in killing him. The Qazi was called, and the apparent dead body of Srila Haridas Thakur was shown to the Qazi. What should be done with his dead body? The Qazi said, if we bury him underground, according to the of Islam, he will get Jannat, he will get heaven, because his body is buried in the earth. So please do not bury him. And the Hindus said, well, if his body is offered to Agni through cremation process, then he will go to a higher destination because Agni is a Vahan who carries the dead body to Lord Vishnu as the soul's final Lord Vishnu. So we should definitely not cremate him. Otherwise, he will get Vaikuntha. So what should we do? Qazi said, just pick up this rag like dead body and throw it in the river. And Haridas Thakur's mangled dead body, apparent dead body, was picked up and thrown into the Ganga as if he were nothing more than an animal. But that river happened to be Shri Gangadevi. As soon as Haridas Thakur's body touched Gangaji, with full potency, with full love, she immediately healed all the wounds of Haridas Thakur. And Haridas Thakur's body kept floating. And Haridas Thakur's body became even more effulgent, even more powerful by the blessings of Gangaji. And Haridas Thakur came to the shore. He got up and started walking. And people said, oh, that is Haridas. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, is he a ghost? What is it? Realized the power of Haridas Thakur. That being beaten in 22 marketplaces, he had still not died. The Qazi said to Nawab that in my experience of so many decades of Qaziship, no criminal has survived beyond the third or the fourth marketplace. The excruciating pain itself makes them pass away, die of blood loss. This Haridas, he survived 20 marketplaces, and look, there is not a single whip mark or scar on his body. He is undoubtedly a saint. Nawab said, be afraid of him. Just leave him alone. Don't go near him. Let him do what he wants. Otherwise, we and our families will get destroyed by the power of Allah. Allah is protecting him. Just leave him alone. So they decided to leave Haridas Thakur alone. But again, Haridas Thakur didn't want to create more disturbance because more people would follow him and they would get into trouble. So Haridas Thakur left Kulinagaram also. And Haridas Thakur basically was a homeless vagabond in the eyes of the materialistic people. He was just going from village to village, house to house, with no fixed residence. Finally, he came to Shantipur. And there, Sri Advaita Acharya saw Sri Haridas Thakur. That's another story. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling all the devotees in front of Haridas Thakur that, do you remember how you were beaten in so many 22 marketplaces. At that time, Shuna Shuna Haridas Thakur Nadare Nadare Mari Vedaya when you were taken from Nagar, from village to village to every village had one marketplace. So when you were taken from marketplace to village, you were being beaten mercilessly by the jallads, by the executioners. देखिया तुम्हारा दुख चक्रधर करे स्वामी लोग चक्रधरी करे. Kara means on the hand. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, at that time, this all happened before I even appeared in this material world. When I saw that these executions were beating you, immediately I left Vaikuntha and Sudarshan Chakra in my hand, I came there. For what purpose? Sava Kati Bare. They were cutting your flesh and I wanted to cut them to pieces with my Sudarshan Chakra. And I came there. Prananta Koriya Toma Mare Jesakala. Tumi Mone Chintataha Sabaro Kushala. What did the executioners want to do? Pran anta kariya toma mare je sakal. They wanted to beat you till your life ended, till you died. And what were you doing, Haridas? Tumi mone chintataha savara kushala. You were praying in your heart for the welfare of those who were beating you. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling. Tumi bhala chinti lena karmoi pala. Deva chakra tomalagi aila vipala. Because you were praying for their deliverance, for their welfare. Oh Haridas Thakur, that was the first time in the history of this world where my Sudarshan Chakra, because of you, failed. There was some error message. Go! Error message. Chakra was not working for the first time. Why? Because Haridas Thakur was praying, Mahaprabhu don't kill them. Mahaprabhu don't kill them. Krishna don't kill them. Mora Chakra, Toma Lagi. My Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra, because of you, Haila Vipray. It failed. It didn't deploy. Mataji had deployment. The chakra didn't deploy. Katite na paro tora sankalpa lagiya. Tora Krishna tora marana kriya. Oh Haridas, you were lying on the road and they were whipping you and caning you on your back. And I wanted to kill them with my Sudarshan Chakra, but your prayers were protecting your executioners. Oh Haridas, what choice did I have that day other than to jump on your backside? Tora Prishte. I jumped on your backside and I took all the beatings upon myself. That is the reason you survived, Haridas. Because I took all the beatings upon myself. तोहार मारण निज अंगे करिया कार सिंहाची विषाही करिया. Time from the altar got up, came down, removed his uttariya, turned around and showed his back to all the assembled devotees and said, Tohara marana nija ange karila. I took the beatings on my own body. Ei tara chinha ache micha nahi kar. I'm not lying. Look, the whip marks are on my back. And as Mahaprabhu showed his beautiful golden back, there were several whip marks on the back of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Haridas Thakur had no scars, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had scars on his back. This is how much Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu loves his devotees. भक्त बढ़ाते से ठाकुर भाल जाने बोले कि ना करो भक्तेर Vrindavan Thakur says, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most expert in glorifying his devotees. Just see how he's glorifying Sri Haridas Thakur. He's saying, my Sudarshan Chakra failed because of you. The invincible weapon. And I took the beatings upon you because you were praying for those who were beating you, and I could not tolerate you being beaten up. So I had no choice but to throw myself on your back. Srila Vrindavan Thakur says, Kina bale, Kina kare, bhaktera karane. This Sri Chaitanya is it that he will not speak, and what is it not do for the sake of his dear devotees? For the sake of his devotees, he will tell you Yudhishthira to speak a lie. Ashwatthama Hatha. What will he not do? He will become the messenger of Yudhishthira Maharaj and go and stand in the court of Duryodhana who hated him. Krishna doesn't even give darshan to those who are not pure devotees. And here Duryodhana is getting darshan because Krishna has become Pandav Dut, Shanti Dut, the messenger of Pandav. So Srila Vrindavan, what will Krishna not do? What will he not speak for the sake of his devotees? And then Srila Vrindavan Thakur gives examples. Jwalanta anala prabhu bhaktalagi khaya Bhaktera kutara haya apana ichhaya Jwalant anala prabhu bhaktalagi khaya. When surrounded by that Davagni, the forest fire, Lord Krishna ate up Davagni Pan. He swallowed the forest fire. What do we feed Krishna? Nice puris. Mataji, our Radhika Rati Mataji's team has cooked today. Nice paneer sabji and everything we offer to Krishna. But Krishna loves the devotees so much that he is willing to eat fire to protect the devotees. Fire is not on the list of Patram Pushpam Bhagwan. But Krishna eats it to protect his devotees. He's willing to eat fire. Mataji, have you ever done EGD or anybody who has eaten fire? Krishna is willing to swallow fire for the sake of his devotees. Srila Vrindavan Thakur is saying, Bhaktera kinkara hai, apana ichhaya. And by his own sweet will, he becomes a servant of his own devotees. Krishna, bring my shoes. Nanda Baba says. What does Krishna do? Carries the shoes of his father on his head. Ananta Koti Brahmanda Nayak. He's carrying the shoes of Nanda Baba. He becomes a servant of his devotees out of his own sweet volition. Bhaktera mahima bhari jagachashu bhari Lila Haridas And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just started glorifying Sri Haridas Thakur. And Srila Vrindavan Thakur is saying, see how with your eyes, fill your eyes with this beautiful vision where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying that Haridas Thakur who was hated, ostracized by the entire society. He is the object of love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhu mukhe shuni maha karunya vachana Lila Haridas Thakur Srila Haridas Thakur all these years was wondering, how did I survive that beating? Nobody has survived such a beating in 22 marketplaces. And today, the secret was revealed to Haridas Thakur in Mahaprakash Lila that it was because of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my Gaura Sundar, who took all the beatings upon his own back. Realizing this, Srila Haridas Thakur fell on the ground unconscious. Srila Haridas Tatakshan immediately fell unconscious. Prabhu bole utha utha moha Haridas Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Haridas Thakur, Haridas Thakur, get up, get up. This is not the time to be unconscious. To your heart's content, please behold my beautiful form that I am showing you as Shri Krishna. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his Krishna roop to Sri Haridas Thakur. Hari Bol. Bhaya Pai Haridas Tumhari Padarashana Hare Krishna. Haridas Thakur, get up, look at me, look at me. Hearing those words, Haridas Thakur would get up from his unconscious state. He was looking at Mahaprabhu's beautiful form and again fall unconscious. Hari Bol. Sakala Angane Padi Gadadhar Jaya. In the entire Shiva Sangam, Sri Haridas Thakur and ecstasy started rolling. And Mahaprabhu would say, Haridas Thakur, stop rolling, look at me, look at me. He would get up, he would take a deep breath, and again he would fall unconscious. He would look at Mahaprabhu, become unconscious. Mahaprabhu would wake him up, look at me, look at me. He would look for a few moments, again he would fall unconscious. This is what was happening to Haridas Thakur all over Shiva Sangam. Hari Bol. Can I make space for Haridas Thakur and Mahaprabhu? For Haridas Thakur, Mahaprabhu came off the altar. And he's going behind Haridas Thakur wherever he's rolling in ecstasy. Mahavesha Harila Haridas Sharire Chaitanya Karaya Sira Mahavesha Harila Haridas Sharire. Haridas Thakur's body was infused with great spiritual ecstasy. Such ecstasy that he started trembling and shaking, and Mahaprabhu himself would hold him steady and say, Haridas, steady, steady. But still, he would not remain steady. He was so much in ecstasy. Mahaprabhu was trying to make him steady, but Naha is Thira. He would not be made steady. He was too much in ecstasy. Baba Vishwabhara Prabhu Jagadera Natha Makaguru Jaya Kripa Pariyamamata. Enough of this fainting and unconscious and rolling and shivering and trembling. Come on, glorify me. I want to hear your prayers. Offer prayers to me. Haridas says, oh my father, Vishwambar, 35 years elder to me. When the Mahaprakasa Lila took place, Mahaprabhu was around 20 years old, which puts Srila Haridas Thakur at 55. And he's calling 20-year-old Gauranga Sundar as my father. Bapa Vishwambhara Prabhu Jagadera Natha Mata Mire Kara Kripa Pailako Mata. Oh my Lord, oh Vishwambhara, Henimai, please give your mercy to this Pataki. Pataki means a very, very sinful person. Please give your mercy to me. I fall at your lotus feet. Nirguna Adhama Sarva Jati Bahishkrita Murti Bhajita Prabhu Charita. Haridas Thakur told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am Nirguna. I have no good qualities. Adhama, I am most fallen person. Sarva Jati Bahishkrita. Everyone has ostracized me in this society. Moi ki boliba Prabhu tomara chahiye, and you say glorify me? What glorification can a person like me offer, who is uneducated, who is sarva jati bahishkrit, who is adham, who is nirguna? I have no good qualities. What can I glorify? Your qualities. Dekhile pataka more parshile stana. Moi ki boliba Prabhu tomara. No, Haridas, no. The mic belongs to you. You speak. I want to hear you speak. Speak, Haridas, speak. Srila Haridas Thakur, my dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Dekhile Pataka. Anyone who sees me becomes a sinful person. And More Parashile Snan. If someone touches me, he has to immediately take a bath. मुई की बलिमा प्रभु तुम्हारा आख्यान. What can I speak about Gaur Katha? What can I speak about Gaur Mahima? I am not qualified. सभा मध्ये द्रौपदी कारिते विवस्त्र. हरिला पापिष्ठ दुर्योधन दुःशासन. But because Mahaprabhu, you are insisting that I should speak, then let me speak what comes in my heart. At this moment, I am remembering Sri Draupadi Devi. Sri Haridas Thakur is speaking. How many of us want to hear Sri Haridas Thakur's class in Mahaprakash Lila? Sri Haridas Thakur is saying, Sabha madhye Draupadi karite vivasana anila papishta duryodhana dushasana. Duryodhana dushasana sabha. संकटे पड़िया कृष्ण तुम्हारा लीला. स्वर्ण प्रभावे भूमि वस्त्रे प्रशीला. जय Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In that very, very dreadful situation, dangerous situation, where your sari was about to be pulled off your body in front of 14 lakh Kshatriyas. Mahabharata describes there were 14 lakh men. 1 lakh is 100,000. 1.4 million people had assembled to witness the Dyut Krida, the gambling match between Yudhishthir and Duryodhana. There were palace servants who every day saw Draupadi Devi. In front of those known servants, male servants, she was going to be stripped naked. In front of the Kuru elders like Bhishma Dev, Vidur, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, she was going to be stripped naked. In such a desperate, dangerous situation, Srila Haridas Thakur is saying, Shri Draupadi Devi remembered you, my Lord. Agre Krunamath Pandavanam Dushasanena Vikavastakesha Krishna Tadakro Shadananyanatha Govinda Damodar Madhaveti Govinda Damodar Madhaveti Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. Agre Kurunam Atha Pandavanam. In front of the Kauravas and the Pandavas, Dushasanena Rita Vastra Kesha. When that Dushasan grabbed your hair and your sari, Krishna, which is the name of Draupadi, Krishna Tadakroshat Ananyanath, knowing that there is no other Lord who can save me, no other master. Ananya means no other. Govinda Damodara Madhavi. Draupadi called out in her heart to Govinda Damodara Madhav. Haridas Thakur is saying, as soon as Draupadi remembered you, Smarana Prabhave Tumi Tara Vastre Praveshila, you entered into the sari. Krishna has many incarnations. Krishna can come in a stone form as Shaligram Bhagavan. Krishna can come as water, the water of Bhagavati Ganga. Krishna can come as a plant or a tree, like Tulsi, like banyan tree. Krishna can come in the form of wood, Jagannath, Daru Brahma. Haribol. Krishna can come in the form of his name. Harinam, Krishna. Kali Kali Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. That's Krishna Avatar. Krishna can come in the form of a book, Srimad Bhagavatam, Vangmaya Swarup of Sri Krishna. Krishna can come in any incarnation. That day in Kuru Sabha, Sri Krishna appeared as Sari incarnation. The sari of Draupadi, Vastre Praveshila, Krishna became the sari of Draupadi. Dushasana was pulling the sari. All Draupadi was the loving embrace of Krishna because she was completely wrapped in the sari. No one could see her. All saw was Krishna surrounding her in the form of her sari. Smarana prabhave vasahila ananta. Dushasana kept pulling and he could not fathom how many saris Draupadi has wrapped around her body today. I thought it was one sari. This sari has become ananta. Anta means end. Ananta means no end. The sari became limitless and Dushasan kept pulling and pulling and there was a mountain pile of sari in the Kuru Sabha. Dushasan got tired. He had never worked out so much in his gym. 10,000 elephants till Dushasan collapsed completely begging for protein powder. He could not understand how the sari became Visha Sarpa Agni Jale Something happened. Some copy paste mistake. Oh, actually, I know. One second. Can I change something? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Visha Sarpa Agni Jale Pathare Badhiya Lila Pralhade Pushka Yajariya. The Haridas Thakur's class continues in Mahaprakash. He says, Mahaprabhu, I would like to give another example. In Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, there is a story of Bhaktaraj, Prahlad Maharaj. And what did Prahlad Maharaj not go through? Vish. He was poisoned. Sarpa, he was thrown in a pit of venomous snakes. Agni, he was thrown in fire. Jal, he was thrown in the middle of the ocean. Pathare, Bandhiya, and he was thrown in the ocean not like that with some life jacket. He was thrown into the ocean after being tied to huge rocks so that he would sink to the very bottom. Dushta Hiranyakashipu, what did he not do to trouble Prahlad? Prahlad karila tora charana smarana smarana bhavare sarva dukha But while going through all these tortures and tribulations, Prahlad Maharaj did one thing. He remembered your lotus feet. Sri Haridas Thakur is saying. And just by remembering your lotus feet, he was protected from all dangers. Karova bhangi lakantara sarvesha nashara Swarano prabhave muni harila prakasa. And what happened because of the power of Prahlad's remembering you? Karova bhangila danta. Some had dental extractions. Karo Teja Nash. And some lost all their effulgence and died. You know, when a person leaves the body, dead body, it's devoid of any effulgence. Becomes very cold and dry. Prahlad Maharaj, Sri Haridas Thakur says, Prahlad Maharaj remembered you with devotion that you appeared as Narasimhadev. And the result was some demons lost their teeth and some demons lost their life. Smarana Prabhave Tumi Haila Prakash, and you manifested there. Sthambe Sabhaya, Navrigam, Namanusham. Mahaprabhu, I would like to give one more example. Haridas Thakur is saying, Pandu Putra Sarila Tuvasaram Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also it is mentioned in Mahabharata that the Pandu Putras, the 5 Pandavas, they were in forest. They were exiled to the forest. And Duryodhan's enmity towards them did not even stop when they were suffering in the forest. What did Duryodhan do? He invited Durvasa Muni to Hastinapur. And for 6 months, there was non-stop sadhu sangha in Hastinapur with Durvasa Muni. And everything done by the whole Seva team was done by Duryodhan. Duryodhan did not want to take chance. He gave paid time off to his entire staff. I will serve, Baba, I cannot take risk. He will put too much salt, he will put too less salt, I will get cursed. I am going to do all the cooking. So Haridas Thakur says that our Duryodhan, not our, Duryodhan, our Haridas Thakur is saying that Duryodhan, he was 24-hour duty serving Durvasa Muni. But the problem was Durvasa Muni came with 60,000 disciples. And it was the first non-ISKCON mega kitchen. Our Duryodhan was cooking and cooking and cooking. Shri Radha Sham Sundar ki jai. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Ju ki jai. Shri Nitai Gauranga ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Duryodhan so faithfully, with such meticulous attention to detail, was serving Durvasa Muni lest he gets cursed. Because he knew what Durvasa Muni could do if he got angry. And for 6 long months, Duryodhan, giving up all his royal duties, all his enjoyment, all his sense gratification, he was at the beck and call of Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni would say, I will do my Gayatri at noon. I will take bath in Ganga. Ganga is close to Hastinapur. Yes, Gurudev. I will come back, keep prasad ready. Yes, Gurudev. And Duryodhana would cook. And Durvasa Muni would go and get absorbed in his Gayatri and come late. And Duryodhana would say, Prasadam is served. Who told you to serve? Rascal? I am not hungry right now. I am going. Where are my quarters? Gurudev there. And Durvasa would start snoring. And Duryodhana would be sleeping. Mahabharata describes this. Duryodhana would be sleeping outside the quarters of Durvasa Muni at midnight. Snoring. Should I curse you? No. Get up. I'm hungry. Feed me. Gurudev, yes, midnight meal. Yes, I will cook. And he would start his mega kitchen at midnight to cook for Durvasa Muni. Troubled him like this for 6 months, waiting for an opportunity when Duryodhana would fail in his seva and I can curse him. But Duryodhana was so expert. He did all the wrong things. He never failed Durvasa Muni. He was very humble. He took all the beating. He took all the harsh words. He took all the crazy requests. Never complained. Concierge service of Duryodhana. He was at the full service of Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni became very happy after 6 months. He said, I cannot live here anymore. I'm a sannyasi. I have to keep traveling. But in 6 months, you gave me no opportunity to complain. I'm going to give you a 5-star Google review. He said, no, don't give me 5-star review, Gurudev. If you are pleased with me, I only ask for this one benediction. Durvasa Muni said, ask for any benediction. Duryodhana, my dear Duryodhana, I will fulfill. Duryodhana said, by nature I am very selfless. By nature, I am Dasanudas. It was my greatest pleasure to serve you. Durvasa Muni, I don't want to ask for any benediction for myself. But just by serving your lotus feet for 6 months, now that I am feeling such separation from you, Vipralamba Seva, I am remembering my beloved brother Yudhishthir Maharaj. If you feel I was good in serving you, let me tell you, Durvasa Muni, Yudhishthir is not bad himself. Only one desire is in my heart, that let my brother also get the same opportunity that I got for 6 months. But my only request is, go there after Yudhishthir has eaten. Because he has to cook for you. He needs energy. He's not like me that on empty stomach for 6 months he will serve you. He needs to eat. So you go there after they have all eaten. After Draupadi has eaten, after everybody has eaten, and then you go. Then they will have energy to cook for you. That is my only request. Yudhishthir knew that Draupadi has Akshay Patra. And Thank you. Duryodhana very well knew that Suryadev had given Akshay Patra to Yudhishthir, which he had given to Draupadi. And that generated as much prasad as required based on the RSVP. Only once a day. Only once a day. And after everyone was fed by Draupadi, when Draupadi would eat and wash the Akshay Patra, then next day only. Nothing. Om. 1 meal a day. Intermittent fasting. Akshay Patra. Duryodhana knew this. So very cleverly, cunningly, he told Durvasa Muni, go after they have eaten. Durvasa Muni said, Tathastu. What you say I will do? You serve me for 6 months. I will give your brother a chance to serve me. Next day, at 6 p.m., when the Gaur Aarti is about to start in the ashram of Yudhishthir Maharaj, every day they would sit and do Krishna Katha in the forest. And as their Krishna Katha was about to start, there was a huge cloud of dust at the horizon. And Bhim said, I think somebody is coming to attack us. All of you go inside the kutir. I will take care of that. Yudhishthir said, no. Just try to hear. I can hear the chanting of some Vedic mantras. I think this is some sadhu who is coming with group of sadhus. And sure enough, through the thicket, effulgent Durvasa Muni walks out, followed by 60,000 sadhus. Each sadhu hungry like anything, because they had walked all the way from Hastinapur. Durvasa Muni was welcomed by Yudhishthir Maharaj. Oh, Bhakti, you have come. Please come. How can we serve you? I am hungry. Give me some prasad to eat. Before Yudhishthir could think or reply, Durvasa Muni said, but it is 6 o'clock. It is time for my Gayatri. Is there a river close by? Yes. We are in Kamyavan. Yamuna ji flowing here. Yudhishthir Maharaj had taken shelter of Dham. They were living in Kamyavan, which is part of the Braj Mandal. I will go to Yamuna, I will do Yamuna Snan and come keep everything ready. RSVP is 60,001. I will come back in 15 minutes. And Durvasa Muni left. Yudhishthir Maharaj started trembling. What is this? It couldn't have been worse. If only he came in the morning. We had Akshay Patra. Yudhishthir started crying. Draupadi came running out of the kutir. She said, what happened, Pati Dev? Yudhishthir said, prepare yourself to become a widow. Today all your 5 husbands are going to die. She said, what happened? Yudhishthir Maharaj told Draupadi what had just happened. Draupadi thought, look at Draupadi's character. Draupadi thought, my dear Patidev, this is a greater calamity than the calamity that came upon me in Kuru Sabha. In Kuru Sabha, my modesty, my chastity was at stake. My life was at stake. My honor was at stake. But today the life of my 5 husbands is at stake. This is a greater calamity. Let me do what I did in Kuru Sabha. Draupadi went inside the kitchen, in the kutir, closed her eyes and called out to Krishna. Hey Govinda, hey Gopinath, hey Gopal, hey Jagannath, please come. And as soon as Draupadi remembered Krishna, Krishna was sitting with Rukmini, and Rukmini did not know what happened. Garudaji did not know what happened. Darup did not know what happened. Krishna did not call or inform anyone. No notification. He just ran faster than the mind. And in less than a moment, Krishna was in Kamyavan. Haribo. Dwarka meets Vrindavan. Mathura meets Vrindavan. Dwarka meets Vrindavan. Krishna came there. And outside the kutir, inside Draupadi was praying. Outside, Yudhishthir is standing. It's 5 minutes for Durvasa Muni to come back. And Krishna comes there. Chinta nahi Yudhishthira Hirdeta Ami Amini Bhavini Bhiksha Vasthata Bhumi. Yudhishthir Maharaj was looking very chintit, very anxious, very concerned. Shri Krishna asked Yudhishthir, what happened? You are not happy to see me. Normally you are very happy when I come. Says Krishna, this is what happened. Durvasa Muni is just now coming. RSVP has reached. 60,001. And we have nothing. Our pantry is empty. Costco is closed. DoorDash is not working. Uber Eats is finished. Nothing. I don't know what to do. And Sri Krishna says, Chinta nahi Yudhishthir. Are, chinta mat karo Yudhishthir. Don't worry. Here they come. Look, I have come. Don't worry. Ami Diba Muni Bhiksha. That Durvasa Muni, I will give him Bhiksha. I will feed him. Vasi tha ka, sit down. Sit down. I will take care of everything. Avashesha eka shaka ajula bhani. Yudhishthir, cooking is not your department. Sit down. Where is Draupadi? Draupadi, I have come. Give me something to eat. Draupadi said, this is not time for jokes. The reason I called is because there is nothing. There must be something, yeah. Look into your Akshay Patra, hai na? Look, something must be there. She said, I have washed it already. She said, dishwasher to nahi dala na. Hand wash kiya. Show it to me. He looks at the Akshay Patra, and somewhere at the rim of the Akshay Patra there is one little piece of spinach. Haribol. Santoshe, happily, Khaila, Sri Krishna ate that small piece of spinach. Why? Nija Sevak Rakhite, to protect his devotee. Haribol! Sane Sabha Hishiro Ungara Maha. There in Yamuna, our Durvasa Muni had just finished his bath, and he was standing in waist deep Yamuna, his right thumb wrapped around his Brahmin thread, and he was chanting his Gayatri. Aha! Surrounded by 60,000 disciples. Imagine, you're standing with a guru, and a nice feast is awaiting you, or so you think, and you're doing Gayatri. But before Gayatri, what do? Achaman. And as they are doing Gayatri, they get acute gastric distension, and there is no gastroenterologist also to put a nasogastric tube and decompress their stomach. Udar Mahapule, their stomach just distended like a balloon. They are all getting GERD, reflux, no prilosec available. And then Durvasa Muni said, are you also? Yes, me also. All 60,000 had the same diagnosis. Acute gastric distension. No more appetite. They said, Gurudev, we can't even do Om Keshava. There's no place even for Ashama. We are just full till here. It's just coming out. Durvasa Muni said, me too. But there's a problem. I gave RSVP already for Prasad. Yudhishthira, Draupadi must have cooked. And they have a brother called Bhim. He'll be very upset if Draupadi's cooking goes waste. You made my wife cook uselessly. He has this huge gada. And that Yudhishthira, he is a pure devotee like Ambarish Maharaj. And dear disciples, I know you are all initiated by me, but today let me give you a class about my past. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, my dear disciples, in Srimad Bhagavatam you will find my mention. There used to be a Rajarshi, a great devotee king called Ambarish Maharaj, and I took Panga with him. And because of that, I had to just travel all over the universe, including Vaikuntha. For 1 full year, I was running a marathon. And with this stomach, I cannot run. What to speak of marathon? I cannot even take a step. And if I offend Yudhishthira Maharaj, who is as great as Ambarish Maharaj, I'm telling you, all of us will be finished. Gurudev, what is the solution? What is the solution? Solution is run! Before Bhim comes, run! The sadhus wear only underwear, kopil, and they have to wash it, and then they take a towel called gamcha, they wrap it around their lower body, they wash their kopil, hang it on the river, then they take leisurely bath in the river, they chant leisurely Gayatri. By that time it semi-dries, they come out and they wear their kopil and they go to eat. Durvasa Muni said, dear disciples, I am giving you the fifth regulative principle. Renounce kopil and run into Yamcha. They just ran and patli gali se nikal jao. Everybody ran in different directions so that nobody will be found. There Yudhishthir Maharaj was very panicky and Krishna said, chalo now, I have eaten the shark, now go call Durvasa, dekhta hu. Go and call Durvasa. He said, Krishna, is the catering coming from Dwarka? Dwarka's mega kitchen? Krishna said, no. Oh, where is the? Call Durvasa Muni. Don't ask questions. Call Durvasa Muni. Bhim, Nakul, go and call Durvasa Muni. So Nakul, Sahadev and Bhim, they went to call Durvasa Muni. Why you are being late? Come on, come on. Mahaprasad Govind there. Ready? After some time, Bhim reached the river bank and Durvasa Muni was still struggling to run with his full stomach. He looked back and he saw Bhim searching for Durvasa. He thought Bhim is angry and he is going to punish us. And then Bhim saw Durvasa Muni running. He's running in the wrong direction. Wait! You're going in the wrong direction. GPS, redirect. Durvasa Muni looked back and he saw Bhim is running. He thought he's coming to beat me. He told his disciples, run faster. Then this just accelerated and ran away. Bhim could not run so fast like the sadhus. And Bhim said, where are the sadhus and where are the disciples of Durvasa Muni? Nakul Sahadev said, Bhaiya, all we see is 60,001 kopins. Durvasa could not cope with the gastric distension. Our Haridas Thakur is saying, Snane Savari Shira Udan Maha Mata Savari Shira Parai Oh, Smaya Nambar Hare Mai Putre Amo Isaba Kaltu Katora Haridas Thakur is telling in Seva Sangam during Mahaprakasa that, my dear Lord, all this wonderful activities, wonderful pastimes, they are a result of simply remembering you. Simply remembering you. And Mahaprabhu, if I have more time, yes, Divyanam Prabhu has said, no time limit. Srila Haridas Thakur, thank you, Divyanam Prabhu. I would like to give one more example from Srimad Bhagavatam. Let's go to 6th canto. Ajamila Saradeva Mahima Hamara Saradharma Hinataha Vairahika. Haridas Thakur says, what is the glory of remembering you, my Lord? I will tell you one example from the 6th canto. There was a very, very sinful fellow called Ajamil. There was no sin that he had not done. He was dharmahin. He was devoid of religiosity. Duta bhai putra stehe sehi putra Lila putra name Duta bhai, being fearful of Yamdut, and putra snehe, out of affection for his son. Dekhi putra mukh, looking at the face of his son. This Ajamil, sinful at the time of death. Sonarila putra name Narayana. He remembered his son and he said, Narayan. His son's name was Narayan. Narayan, he called. He was not even calling the Supreme Lord. He was calling his son. He was looking at his son, thinking of his son, and calling Narayan. Say Sanarane Sabha Kandila Apada. Narayan told his Vishnu Dutas, go, save Ajamil. Vishnu Dutas says, wrong number. My Lord, wrong number. He's not calling you. He's calling his son. His name is also Narayan. Lord Narayan said, at least he remembered my name. It may be his son's name, but he remembered the name Narayan. Originally, it is my name. Go and rescue him before it is too late. That's why the Narayan Dutas were little late that day. Otherwise Yamduta would not have even reached there. So they went and they saved Ajamil. And Sri Haridas Thakur says, Tei Chitra Nahe. This is not wonderful. This is not surprising. Bhakta Smaran Sampad. Because remembering the Lord is the real treasure in this world. It is the real property of the devotees. Akhanda Smarana Dharma Tei Chitra Nahe Iha Samara Udhara. Constant remembering the Lord is the dharma of the devotees. Smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartavyo na jatuchi. And therefore it is not surprising that if someone just remembers the name, because remembering the name is like remembering Krishna, because Abhinatvan Nama. So remembering Krishna's name, remembering to chant Narayan, remembering to chant Gopal at the time of death is equivalent to remembering God, because it is Krishna's name. He na tora charana swaradhina tathapi Mahaprabhu more na karinadu. After giving all these examples of Yudhishthir, Draupadi, Ajamil from the scriptures, Srila Haridas Thakur says, but my Lord, Smarana Hina Muni. This is the glory of remembering you, but unfortunately, I don't remember you. I'm not like those devotees. Therefore, my only request is, please don't reject me. The whole society has rejected me. Sarvajati Bahishkrit. My Lord, you are my last hope. You please don't reject me. Haridas Thakur is praying. Toma dekhi bare mora kola adhika. Eko boli prabhu kichu na karuba ara. Haridas Thakur says, my dear Lord, actually I am not even qualified to see you. I am not qualified even to have your darshan. But today, because you are asking, you are giving me your darshan, you are wanting to give benedictions, I would like to glorify you. Kara joda meri bole Prabhu Haridas bhagya Prabhu Jabara Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was repeatedly telling Haridas Thakur, ask me for some benediction, Haridas. I want to give you some benediction, ask. And Haridas Thakur is saying with folded hands, I am not qualified to ask you any benediction. I am not even qualified to see you. Behold your beautiful form, my Lord. I am not qualified, but because you are saying, even though I am very small, I am very unfortunate, I am going to ask for something really, really big. May I? Mahaprabhu said, I want to give you, ask for anything, Haridas. Ask me anything. Haridas Thakur says, Tomara charana bhaje dikha Haridas Thakur said that, my Lord, if you really, really insist that I should ask for something, then I will ask you for something that I don't deserve, something very big. Please forgive me for asking something so big, something so glorious. My only desire, Mahaprabhu, is to get the jhuta remnants of your devotees. Tomara charana bhaje. Those devotees who are devotees of your lotus feet, Sakala Das, Tara avashesh jena hare mora gras. Let my food be the remnants of your devotees. Whatever your devotees leave in their plate, let that be my remnants. When I was Radha myself, Maithili, Gopal had not come. 2 weeks ago, we were in Houston, ISKCON of Houston. And there we had prasad in the temple, and then we went to wash our hands, and then our plate we threw in a bin. And I was with some devotees, and they told me, Prabhuji, if His Holiness Srila Hanumat Prashak Swami Maharaj was here, he would not see this. Some devotees had left their plate there. He says, if you leave it, Maharaj comes, he takes the remnants of ordinary devotees like you and me, takes it to his room, and that's all he eats. His Holiness Srila Hanumat Prashak Swami Maharaj eats the remnants of ordinary devotees who have come for Sunday feast. Such faith in Mahaprasad, such humility. Mahajanoyana Katha Sabanta. Haridas Thakur is praying that let me get the remnants of your devotees. He is not saying your Uttamadhikari devotees. Any devotees. Haridas Thakur is praying. I actually saw that in Houston. Say se bhajan mora aujam jama. Say avashesha mora kula kula dharma. Haridas Thakur prayed to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that let me hold one limb of bhakti only. There are 64 limbs of bhakti. I want to hold on to this one limb of bhakti that I want to eat the remnants of your devotees. Let that be my diet. Let that be my food. Birth after birth. I just want to eat the remnants of your devotees. What is there in the remnants of the devotees, my dear friends? Devotees who are absorbed in Harikatha, devotees who are chanting Harinam, devotees who are glorifying Krishna. Their mouth is filled with the nectar of Krishna consciousness, Amrit. And when they eat Krishna's Mahaprasad and some remnants are left in the plate, all their bhajan bal is in, all those paramanu of their bhajan bal, the particles of their spiritual potency are in those remnants on the plate. And with faith and humility, even though someone's jhuta, someone's remnants are considered tamasic, but if with this spiritual understanding, with faith, one partakes of those remnants, that this devotee with the mouth has chanted, God knows, billions, millions of names throughout his life or her life, glorified Krishna so many times, drunk Charanamrit so many times, and these are the remnants of this devotee. Hare Krishna, may I be blessed. With that consciousness, if one eats the remnants of a great devotee. Bhakta pada dhuli ara bhakta pada jala. Avashesha Jiva Maha. Oh, bhakta pada dhuli ara bhakta pada jala. Oh, bhakta bhakta avashesha Jiva Maha. Sripad Ramanujacharya, one of the greatest Vaishnava saints this world has ever seen, Sripad Ramanujacharya, the Acharya of the Sri Sampradaya, was touring from village to village in South India with his disciples. When Sripad Ramanujacharya would give class, there would be dozens and dozens of sannyasi disciples sitting with their tridanda. It's very powerful Acharya, Sripad Ramanujacharya. And he went to one village, and the disciples told all the villagers, Sripad Ramanujacharya is here, there will be Hari Katha in the evening. No one showed up. No one showed up. Only the disciples who were traveling with Sripad Ramanujacharya showed up. Sripad Ramanujacharya asked Dasharathi, what is the problem? Why none of the villagers came? Did you not send the flyer in the village WhatsApp group? They said, everybody was informed about your coming. But this is a village of very proud Brahmanas. And they detest you, Acharya Pad, because you give initiation to those who are born in low class families also. Sripad Ramanujarya was a revolutionary. He had some disciples who were born in Shudra families also. Because you give Diksha to non-Brahmins, these Smartha Brahmins, they hate you and they don't want to come for your class. Sripad Ramanujacharya looked at his other disciples and said, pick up this Dasharathi, pick him up, put him in that bucket and lower him into that well. That village had only one well where everyone would come to drink, to fill their water for drinking and cooking. He said, take this Dasharathi. Dasharathi was pure devotee. He was sold out to Sripad Ramanujacharya. Put him in a bucket and lower him in that well. And make sure his feet touch the water of the well. And then pull him up. The disciples did that. Next day morning, the villagers came and they unknowingly drank that Charanamrit of Dasharathi, who was a completely Sharanagat Bhakta, surrendered soul. And the next evening, the whole village showed up. Unknowingly, they had drunk the Charanamrit of a Mahabharata, and their hearts just changed. The whole village came up, full RSVP. Bhakta Pada Dhuli, Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakta Bhakta Avashesh, Teen Mahapal. Three things are very powerful: the dust of the lotus feet of a devotee, water that has washed the lotus feet of a devotee, and the remnants from the plate of a devotee. Haribol. And Haridas Thakur wants that privilege to have the remnants of the devotees of Mahaprabhu, birth after birth. Tomara smarana hina papa janma mora. Sopala kara hadapu. I'm a very simple person. Everything is auspicious about me. Please make my life auspicious by giving me das uchishta. By giving me the uchishta, the remnants of your servants. Mora aparadha hina kitelaya. Mahapada chaude mohayom yadaya. After Sri Haridas Thakur asked this benediction that I want to eat the remnants of your devotees birth after birth, lifetime after lifetime, Haridas Thakur suddenly became very, very alarmed. He became alarmed and embarrassed. Oh, hi. What did I just ask for? I just asked for the remnants of Mahaprabhu's devotees birth after birth. Such a high benediction I asked. I'm not at all qualified for it. Prabhu re mathare mora paap vishwambara. Nikamu mora aparadam samakara. Oh Vishwambara, oh Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, please forgive me. I asked for something that I'm not qualified for. Please forgive me. I'm such an offensive person. I am dead. I asked for such a high benediction that I want to eat the remnants of your devotees. Hare Krishna. Then Shri Haridas Thakur says, I take that back. I don't want remnants. I'm not qualified to eat remnants. Instead, give me this benediction. Shachira Nandana Bhakti More. Pula Kariya More Radha Hare. Oh Shachinandan Gaur Hari. Oh Vishwambhar. Kripa Karamore. Give me this mercy. Kukura Kariya. Make me a dog. I'm not fit to become a human being and eat the remnants from the plates of your devotees. Instead, make me a dog outside the house of your devotee. When the devotees eat and they throw their plates outside, I will come and lick them. Make me a dog. Kukura kari amore. Rakho bhakta kare. But let me be a dog outside the house of your devotees. This is what Sri Haridas Thakur asked for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this regard, can I show you something? It's a 2-minute clip. Please bear with me. This is my beloved Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj, 2012 Mayapur Yatra. Maharaj is sitting in Srivas Angan and speaking Mahaprakash Lila. And see what happens in Mayapur.
Only boon I crave for is give me the blessing of the remnants of the food that have been left from the plate of those devotees who love you. In every or any birth that I may take, bless me that I could eat the food that has fallen from the mouth of your devotee. Let that blessing be mine. And then Haridas became very embarrassed. He said, I am so shameless. In my condition, who I am asking for something so exalted. I don't deserve it. How could I even ask for something like this? But this is my defect. So much I crave to be seen as an important person. Although I am so lonely, so lowly. He said, my dear Lord, just let me be a dog near the house of your devotee. Mayapur is wonderful.
Sri Mahaprabhu ki. I couldn't resist showing you this. So we go back to the PowerPoint. So Haridas Thakur finally said, just make me a dog. Prema Bhakti Maya Haridas Prabhu Haridas. As soon as Sri Haridas Thakur asked for this meditation, that my Lord, make me a dog outside your devotee's house so I can lick some remnants of their Maha Prasad that they throw out. Haridas Thakur was filled with Krishna prema. And again he started crying and praying to Mahaprabhu, make me a dog, make me a dog, make me a dog. Prabhu bole shuna shuna mora Haridas. Jiva se bole tomara sange kailasa. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haridas Thakur, you are so dear to me. I love you so much that anyone who even spends one day with you, तिलाधे को तुमी जारा संगे कहता से अवश्य आवा बाबू नाई Haridas Thakur said, make me fortunate by letting me eat the remnants of your devotees' birth. No, that is too much. Make me a dog outside a devotee's home. Now, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reciprocates by saying, my dear Haridas, if someone spends just one day with you, no, that is too much. Tilar dekho, if small fraction of a moment, tumi jara sange kah katha. If you converse for one moment with a person, if Srila Haridas Thakur speaks for half a moment, ardhak means half a moment with somebody has asked Srila Haridas Thakur, where is Jagannath temple? Over there, bas. If Haridas Thakur speaks to somebody for half a moment, तिलार देखो तुमी जारा संगे कह कथा से अवश्य आमा पावे नहीं करने था. That person will definitely attend the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, who converses with Srila Haridas Thakur for half a moment. Mahaprabhu loves Haridas Thakur so much. तुम्हारे जे करे श्रद्धा से करे हमारे निरंतर खाती अभी तुम्हारे शरीर Just like Sri Krishna had declared in the Sabha of Duryodhan when he had gone as Shanti Doot and Duryodhan had said that Krishna, go and tell that Yudhishthir, I will not, what to speak of 5 villages, I will not even give him enough land to put a needle tip into. Krishna said, Yudhishthir is my very dear devotee. Duryodhan, now listen to my words as I speak in this Kuru Sabha. All of you listen for all time to come. all the Dikpals, all the demigods, open your ears and listen what I'm about to speak in Duryodhan's Kuru Sabha. Those who are friends of Pandavas are my friends, and those who are enemies of Yudhishthir are my enemies. This is the Vrat of Keshav. Sri Krishna has spoken like this. So much love he had for the Pandavas. And today Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Tomara je kare shraddha se kare amare. Haridas, those devotees who have faith in you, they have faith in me. Nirantara thaki ami tomara sharire. I'm always staying in your body. I enjoy through you. I live in your body. Those who respect you respect me. Those who associate with you associate with me. Those who have faith in you have faith in me. Tumi hai na seva hai amara thakur. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that I am considered great only because I have devotees like you, Haridas. Can you imagine? Krishna is saying that you increase my glory. Devotees like you bring glory to me. This, my dear friends, is very important. Srila Prabhupada was asked, how do we know who are ISKCON devotees? Who are your followers? And what did Srila Prabhupada say? They will be perfect gentlemen and perfect ladies. There was once a man on the O'Hare, Chicago airport. This is early 90s, 70s. And devotees were very enthusiastically doing book distribution at the Chicago O'Hare International Airport. One gentleman who had a car dealership as his business, he was in suit and tie, very educated, nice, respectable Jewish man. He was coming from the airport, and the devotees surrounded him and tried to sell him a book. And he said, I'm coming from one of your temples. And which temple? I just took a flight from West Virginia. I had gone to your temple in West Virginia. I cannot pronounce the name. New Vrindavan. Yeah, I think that's what it is called. Yes, I'm coming from there. Oh, these are the books of the same organization. Please, would you like to get a Bhagavad Gita and some books? This Jewish gentleman said, yes, I will take it because my son has joined your movement and he is working as a celibate monk in the New Vrindavan temple in West Virginia. And just to make him happy, I will purchase a book. But I only have $100 bill. That's okay, give it. So they took the $100 bill from him. They gave him Bhagavad Gita and few other books. And they said, this is worth $30, these books. So the gentleman said, and the $70? He said, let that be as a donation. He said, I want to buy the books out of goodwill, but you give me the change back, please. I want to buy books. I'll buy $30 worth of books. Initially, I agreed for Bhagavad Gita. Now I'm buying $30 worth of books, but give me the remainder $70 back. They said, no, let it be a donation. And then there was an argument with the book distributor. And the book distributor, being young and angry, gave a tight slap to this Jewish man. And the police were just waiting there because they were already done with the nuisance caused by the book distributors. They were done. They just came, they put this devotee in handcuffs and they were taking him for battery, charged him battery. And the Jewish man said, no, it's okay. Let it be. He's young, he's immature. Let it be. Please don't arrest him. You can arrest him for attacking me if I file charges, but I do not wish to file any charges. Let him go. This boy is like my son. Let him go. This is internal thing, family matter, family business. Leave it. So the police had no choice. He removed the handcuffs and let the book distributor go. And this Jewish man was Mr. Richard Slavin. So therefore, we learn from this story that Krishna conscious, Jerry Slavin, beg your pardon, Jerry Slavin, father of Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He had gone to meet his son, knowing that he has just completely changed and he is living in those mountains of West Virginia. Went there and found his son Richard wrapped in bed sheets and putting clay color on his forehead and bowing down to a plant and living on a mountain top and playing with two dolls who he called Radha Vrindavan Nath. And Jerry Slavin told Richard, Richie, is this why we brought you up? Is this why we educated you? That you spend your day decorating dolls and bowing down to plants and making circles around plants and wearing bed sheets and sleeping on the ground? Is this the culture we gave you? Is this the education we gave you? And with a broken heart, Jerry Slavin was coming back to Chicago, and this happens at the airport. Hare Krishna. Therefore, my dear friends, it is important as ISKCON devotees that we don't think ourselves transcendental and act mental. We have to have our feet on the ground, and we must never forget the basics of decency and being a gentleman and a gentle lady. We must be kind to each other. Our conversations must be non-violent. It's very important, my dear friends. Mahaprabhu is saying, Haridas, because I have gentle devotees like you, Tumi Hena Sevake Amara Thakural. My Thakural, my greatness increases because I have sevaks like you. Tumi More Hriday Bandhila Sarvakal. Your good, gentle behavior has bound me in your heart. How many of us want to bind Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in our heart? Then we have to become gentlemen and gentle ladies. And we have to be very loving to each other. Mora sthane mora sarva vaishnave rakhane Vina aparadhe bhakti dila Haridas, never again apologize for being offensive. Oh, I asked to get remnants of the devotees. I am so offensive. I asked. Don't think like that. You have never ever committed any offense to me or to my devotees, and that's why today I give you Prem Bhakti Dan. Haridasa Prativara Dinayapana Jaya Jaya Mahaprabhu Oh Jaya 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 Kriya Bhare Gurunashkare Haridas Thakur is saying, Jati, Kul, Kriya, Dhan, forget all these qualifications. Money, wealth, high birth, qualification, beauty. Prema Dhana, if you want Prem Dhan, Arti Vina Na Pai Krishna, you have to cry for Krishna. Haridas Thakur is saying. Like Haridas Thakur, you have to cry for Krishna. Without crying, you cannot get Krishna. Srila Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj in ISKCON Bhubaneswar opened a crying school. Jetu Kule Vaishnava Tera Janma Kehna Hai Tadhapi Ha Sarvotama Sarva Shastra Kare. Which family is great? Srila Vrindavan Thakur is saying that family in which a Vaishnava is born. So whether a Vaishnava is born in a Brahman family, European family, African family, American family, Latin family, or any family, a family in which Vaishnava is born, that family is worshipable. Je papistha Vaishnavera jati buddhi kare There are some people who say that a Vaishnava must be born in a Hindu, Indian, Brahmin family only, otherwise he cannot be a Vaishnava, cannot be a Guru. You must make Guru who is born in India in a Brahmin family. Srila Vrindavan Thakur is authoritatively saying, Je Papishta, those sinful people, Vaishnava are Jati Buddhi Kare. This is a European Vaishnava, this is an American Vaishnava, this is a Jewish Vaishnava, this is a Christian Vaishnava. Those who do Jati Buddhi, and this is a Hindu Vaishnava, Indian bodied Vaishnava. Those who do Jati Buddhi in a Vaishnava, Janma Janma Adhama Yoniti to be Mare. Remember that Vaishnava who made Panchatattva cry recently in Mayapur, Ananda Krandan, Milwaukee to Mayapur. Haridas Stuti Vara Shri Jana Avashamu Hare Krishna Haridas Stuti Vara Shri Jana Avashamu Hare Krishna Bolo Jaya Jaya Hare Krishna, Hare hears how Srila Haridas Thakur and Mahaprakash Lila got the blessings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that person will avashya definitely obtain the dhan, the treasure, the wealth of Krishna Prem. Srila Haridas Thakur Mahashay ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you very much, dear devotees. It is 5:38, so we'll pause here. We'll do nice kirtan. And Mataji, please forgive me. I could not prepare the Mukunda the last time. I copy pasted half the verses, but I could not fulfill. But before we get to Mukundatta, there is Srivas Thakur, there is Gangadas Pandit, there is Dukhi, and then there is Mukunda. Everybody is getting mercy. Why Mukunda is not getting mercy? It comes later. I could not reach there. So sorry. But we'll try to do it tomorrow. And I definitely have to go to the home of Radhika Rathi Mataji. So we will do Kirtan and then we will pause today and we'll continue tomorrow. Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.